um, oh, what's up, guys? How are we doing today? What type of cake did you get? Maple pecan. I think it's maple pecan. I'm not sure. It's something like that. But how are you doing today? I feel mad sick. This is not cool. Have you done the new side story yet? The brawl part's actually kind of fun. I beat it at once. I was playing it in bed last night. I beat it like 3 times, I think. So yeah. Hi. Why stream if sick? I'm probably not gonna stream for too long because I do want some more sleep. But I did say I would stream today, so I'm here to stream today. Anyways, I don't think I'm playing anything today because I think I'll like literally die. But I want to put you guys on something, and it's not this banger music playing in the background. Are you still flagged? You're not still flagged. You're fine. Yiga. Yeah. Music. Oh, sorry. The music's so banger. I had to bump it up. This Demure album is actually so good. Anyways, I want to watch this video with you guys because I haven't finished it yet, and I want to finish it, and I don't have energy to play video games today. So, bro, this song is so banger. This December is a year. Damn, man, it's been a while. It's the only songs for the gym, literally. This song is actually so banger. Wait, where's my favorite one? This shit's so funny. Oh god. I swear I'm like not actually dying. I'm just mad tired. So seven more lines of coke. This shit's so banger. I'm so happy I found this. Okay. But yeah, I wanted to watch a video with you guys because I don't have time to watch it in my own time. But it's actually really good. Let me try to show it. And I'm almost done with it, but ooh. Okay. It's a video called Minecraft Parkour Civilization. and before before you judge me, the shit is actually really good. It's actually a really well produced movie. This shit is yeah, it's a movie, bro. It's a movie, and I wanted to watch it with you guys because I need to put you guys on this. There's a second movie, Minecraft I Survive Again, and it's a 1 hour 53-minute movie. I need to get there, but this is the first one. This is the first movie, so let's watch it together.
And I used my entire time in the training grounds practicing those jumps. By the end of the hour, I felt like I had unlocked parkour abilities I've never had before. I was speedrunning through fence jumps and trapdoor jumps easily. 3-block jumps weren't even a challenge for me by the end of my training.
Good.
And that's how I knew that it was time to head to the parkour temple and do the course to become a parkour master.
This mod isn't
Yes,
going
sir.
up, by
He's
the
heading
way.
to the parkour temple now.
I'm just
Don't worry,
streaming
sir.
just to
I have
stream.
something planned. I can promise you he's not making it out alive.
This was it. It was time to start the journey up the parkour temple. The last time I made this
guy
climb,
gets
I had a
fucking
totem of
Minecraft
undying for a
icy.
second chance. But this time around, there would be no second chances.
He
This was
sounds
my
like
last
Ash
and only
Ketchum.
run. If I don't make every single one of these jumps in the parkour course, this would be the last view I ever have of.
For context, basically parkour civilization, people are sorted into castes depending on how good they are at parkour, and there's like the prison level, the noob level, and this guy's trying to get to the master level. And in order to rank up, you have to go through like the promotion area of parkour or whatever, and he's
Parkour
trying to rank up to
civilization.
master
But
level
that's how
right now.
parkour life is. You either rise or you fall. You can never stay in the
literally
same
Tower
place.
of
And I had
God.
decided that I was going to be the one to rise.
It's
I got to
actually
the
so
top of
good.
the ladder, and it was time to start the parkour course. Any fall from this
Bro,
height would be the death.
Cosmic, this video has 25 million views. No, it's actually so good.
But the
Someone
fence
put me
jumps
on
weren't
this,
what
and
I was worried
actually
about.
like,
It
wait,
was
this
this,
is so
the
fire.
impossible jump. This is when I find out if the secret path is
Island.
real or not.
This
I
shit has
studied where the
25
barrier
million
block was in my
views.
house. If I wanted to land on the barrier, I would have to walk off the fence. If I jumped, I would
Hi,
miss the
Yoshi.
block. And that's assuming it was even there. But there's only one way to find out. I walked off the ledge, and I was alive. Was here. The secret path was real. Now I knew it was possible. It was possible to
Nah, it's
become
really
a
good,
parkour
Kaido. Like,
master.
hold up.
I
Like, I
looked
actually
around
watched
for
it.
where to go next, and I saw the outline of a barrier 3 blocks to my left. And I saw the staircase
saw
of
this?
barriers that would lead up back onto the parkour course. I've never done invisible
It's so
parkour
good,
before,
Reese.
but there's a first time for everything.
It's
I
so
made
good,
the
Reese.
3-block jump, and I was on the secret path. I didn't
What's this
understand.
about?
Did someone make the
It's
secret
Tower of
path, or
God,
was the
but
course designed
Minecraft
like this from the
parkour.
beginning? Either way, however the secret path got there, it got me back on the
He's
course.
trying to get to
and now I
master
was gonna
rank.
have to make every jump
He's
first
trying to
try.
become a parkour
Thankfully, I got
master
past the fence section, but
right
now
now.
I was on the trap
And to
doors.
do that, he
Trap
needs
doors
to
were only a
go up the
quarter of the
tower
size of a regular
of
block, meaning
parkourness.
if I missed the jump by
He has
even
to
a
do this
little, it would be
master's
game
parkour
over.
course.
This next jump was a 3-block diagonal jump. I didn't practice this jump, but I made it. I had made it past the trap doors, but now I was on the regular doors. I had almost no experience with
Hi,
door
Turkey.
jumps, but I knew I had to be careful. If I wasn't paying attention and I opened one of the doors the wrong way, I could get knocked off, and there would be no totem of undying to save me this time. The jumps
It's
kept
actually
getting
so
harder
good.
and harder, and
It's
each
actually so
jump I
good.
felt like I was barely hanging on the edge.
Thank you,
But
thank
it
you.
didn't matter, as long as I was staying on the course. One by one, I kept making the jumps, and I was getting higher and higher off the ground. The last door jump was a 3.5-block jump. It was far, but it wasn't going to be the jump that stopped me from ranking up. I didn't
This guy
like
made
thinking about
bank
the
off
fact
this
that this
video.
course had no room for error. When I ranked up before, at least the
you're
course
my
had
cake right
blocks to
away.
potentially break my fall, but here, there was nothing that could save me. Luckily, I made it past the door
You've seen
section,
this shit
and
all
now
over
I was
Twitter,
onto the
really?
ladder section. Everything was going smoothly until I
a
found
good one,
something
Rice.
I've never seen before. Is this jump even possible? This is a 2-block vertical jump. I've never seen this jump before, but I figured it had to be possible. I went for it, and I made it. And that's when I saw one of the hardest jumps I've ever seen. Oh no, this could be the end of me. Come on, please hang on. Oh, that was too close. I was inches away from slipping off the ladder, but by some miracle, I was still on the course. Now, I was parkouring on fully grown trees. I didn't even know trees still existed in parkour civilization, but I didn't have time to focus on that right now. I was looking at the last jumps, and I realized I was almost at the top. I was actually gonna do it. All right, where do I jump to now? What is going on? Wait, no! I was too late to realize. I opened my eyes and I was still on the tree with 2 hearts left. What happened? Was that a part of the course?
That is impressive. I thought the TNT would do the trick, but you just want to stay alive.
What the? Who are you? What are you doing here? I'm so confused. What is going on?
Oh, please don't tell me you thought you were gonna rank up. You were a noob. You don't belong up there. You could never be a parkour master. You belong at the bottom level. You were a noob. You were born to be one, and you'll always be one.
You're
And
born
now
to
I gotta
be a
finish the job.
fucking
Prepare for a
slave.
parkour battle.
Oh god, a
crazy.
parkour battle is not what I need right now. I only have 2 hearts left. That means if I fail to defend any parkour
The
attack,
parkour
that will
battles
be
are
the end
so
of me.
fucking
And to
bigger
think
in
I
this game.
actually
Like,
had a
listen,
chance of
listen.
ranking up.
Say goodbye to parkour civilization. The battle starts now. I attack you with a 2-block diagonal vertical jump.
Whoever this was severely underestimated me. I've beaten a master in a parkour battle, and I sure wasn't gonna get out to a jump like that.
There's no point in fighting back. Your fate is inevitable.
I didn't listen to the parkour pro. I knew that as long as I could parkour, I was still in this. Now, I couldn't afford to play it safe. I needed an attack that would finish him once and for all, and that meant doing a jump I've never done before. Come on, please make it. I did it.
No, what was that? What was that jump?
Well, that would be a 2-block downwards backwards jump. Wait, sorry, I messed up. It's actually a 2-block downwards backwards diagonal jump. This was it. The pro lined up at the edge of the block and jumped backwards.
Come on, please. No!
I did it. I won the parkour battle. But against who? That was just a parkour pro. Why was another pro trying to attack me? And why did they not want me to rank up? What was all that stuff he was saying about how I was born to be at the bottom? There was too much to think about, but I had to set that aside because now I still had to worry about surviving the parkour course. And not even just the parkour jumps. Who knows if there are more traps waiting for me ahead? I took a look at the rest of the course. I could see the final stretch of jumps, and all I had to do now was a slime block jump. Let's go. All the days I was using my custom slime block jump to get to my bed were just practice for this moment. I jumped and I made it. Now I was standing on one of the final jumps of the course, and I could see the doorway up ahead. And now were the 3-block vertical jumps.
Oh,
But
this
I've
shit
been
is actually
practicing
so
for this
good.
moment. I used my momentum to do all 5 jumps in a row. In less than 10 jumps, I would be a parkour master. Now I was at a tricky part. I've never even seen chain jumps before, but compared to surviving a surprise attack and parkour battle, it was nothing to me anymore. I made the final chain jump, and I was 1 jump away from becoming a parkour master. This was it. This was what everything was leading up to. The old man that helped me, the parkour master that gave me the totem,
Shifu.
they all wanted me to make it to this point, and I wasn't gonna let them down. I jumped, and I made it. I did it. I actually did it.
That was
I
very
turned
close.
around and looked at how high I was off the ground. I had beaten the course that no pro even attempts to do. And now I'm about to rank up. Once I step through these doors,
No,
I will no
no,
longer
the
be a
Shifu.
parkour pro. I will be a parkour master. The door
Now
opened,
watch this
revealing
guy
an
do it like
entirely different room. All of the walls were made up of quartz. What was society even gonna look like up here? I couldn't describe it, but
Master
everything was so
civilization.
perfect compared to the layers down below. I
Utopia.
looked over and I saw a lava parkour jump with dispensers in the middle. Oh, I know what this is. This would hopefully be the last time I ever have to wear pro boots again. I took off my boots and threw them in the lava. And now I just gotta make sure I don't fail this jump. I jumped through the dispensers and I was equipped with golden boots. I was now officially a parkour master. The last time I ranked up to become a pro, there were people working in the parkour temple, but now I don't see anyone here. I realized how different society was between the noob and pro levels. So how much different could this society
I'm
be?
actually
Well,
so
I guess there's
invested
only
in this
one way to
movie.
find out. I walked up the stairs and I started to see the inside of the parkour temple.
Oh, I'm
All right,
sorry.
I think
Let
I'm
me-
ready to see what
move my-
society's like
sorry.
up here. I
Okay.
walked up the stairs
I
into
can
the
put really
parkour
close to my
master
mic
society.
and you can hear me,
Oh
but I'm not gonna
my.
like nom my cake.
Becoming a master
This
of
close.
parkour civilization wasn't easy. I had to risk my life finding a way past an impossible
Thanks for
jump.
gifting
I
us
had
up
to
to
complete
Parkour Master,
parkour
guys.
jumps
I
that I've
appreciate
never
it.
even done
Thank you.
before. I even had to survive a surprise attack while trying to rank up. But no matter what challenge I faced, nothing stopped me from ranking up to become a parkour master. Now I get to be the first parkour pro to see what society is like up here. Oh my. This is what parkour civilization
What
looks
kind
like
of
as a
cake?
master.
It's
Up
a
here, only
Costco
the best of
maple
the best can
pecan
survive all of the jumps.
crumble
One missed
cake.
jump and I would rank down
really
back
good.
to a parkour pro, and all
It's
of
their
my
new
work
cake.
to get up here would have been for nothing. And now it looks like I'm gonna be fighting for my life every jump. As a parkour noob, I only had to do 1-block jumps. When I became a pro, those 1-block jumps turned into 2-block jumps. And now as a parkour master, everywhere I look is a 3-block jump.
Damn.
Except now up here, there are parkour highways. It seemed like taking the highway was a little easier since the glass jumps were about 2.5 blocks. I was expecting life to be different up here, but I did not think it would look like this. I mean, were these even houses? These were more like skyscrapers. Wait, could I actually buy a skyscraper as a master? I looked up and way up high, I saw a parkour master easily making the jumps. And just when I thought he was gonna die from fall damage, he just caught himself with a water bucket and moved on. I've never heard of water bucket parkour being a thing, but that's when I remembered the parkour master that I battled came down the same way. So parkour masters can use water to never take fall damage? Alright, well it looks like I gotta go find myself
Yes,
a water
Benton.
bucket. I made my way over to what looked like to be some sort of parkour staircase, and this definitely didn't look like an easy staircase to climb.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh no, my first day as a parkour master and I'm already in trouble? I turned around but didn't see anybody until a parkour master dropped down out of nowhere.
It seems like you're new here. You should probably get off the staircase if you don't have your water bucket yet.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight back on this one, not trying to make enemies on my first day.
Who,
The
we
master
watching?
explained that I shouldn't be going up high
We're
without a water
watching-
bucket because one missed jump
Where's
and
the
I'll die
mouse?
from fall damage. And he said masters never die from
Minecraft, but
fall
I survive
damage.
in parkour
Okay, so how do I
civilization.
get a water
The
bucket
full
then?
Do
movie.
you even have a house yet?
No.
The
Alright,
vine
buddy.
rooms are
You should probably
actually
get a
so
house
big.
first. Like that one over there.
I
You
love
need
the vine
something on the
rooms.
ground level. Something where you don't have to go up high for.
Are you serious? These are actually houses? Okay, so how do I get a house? The master showed me the building where I could buy my parkour skyscraper.
You're new here. I'll help you out a little bit. I'm kind of rich, so just take this and hopefully that will help you buy your first house.
You're rich? Wait, what does that mean? It was already clear that I knew nothing about what life was like up here. The parkour master dropped me 5 oak blocks. Why would he drop me
Is
these?
that money?
Wait, how much is a skyscraper gonna cost? I made my way over to the shop where I was gonna buy my first house as a parkour master. I walked inside and this store looked nothing like all of the other shops I bought houses from. Instead, there was just one giant hole in the middle. Okay, don't tell me I have to do this jump to buy a skyscraper. Is this even possible?
Okay, clearly you have no idea how this works. You have to build your jump, buddy.
Let's go. I could build my own jump to pay for my house? Now I understand why the parkour master gave me these blocks. Alright, what am I gonna build? Wait, how do I even know this is gonna be enough to buy the house? Can't you just tell me how much the house costs?
No, that's your job. Just warning you, if you don't pay enough, I'm not gonna sell you a house.
Okay, I have to guess the price. That's just great. Let's just hope this 3-block diagonal jump works. Nice. Alright, did I get the house?
Bro, you're kidding, right? You're trying to buy a skyscraper. Why would you think that would work? If I had a dirt house to sell, I wouldn't even give it to you for that.
Okay, that's not good.
Damn.
Now I just wasted 3 of the blocks I had.
Damn.
How am I possibly gonna make a jump hard enough to buy a skyscraper with 1 block? Okay, let's see. This is a 3-block jump and then into a 2-block jump. Oh god, I have an idea and I don't like it. But if I'm gonna buy a parkour skyscraper, I think this is my only choice. This is such a bad idea. Why am I doing this? Whatever, I'm just gonna go for it. 1, 2. Oh, I cannot believe I just made that.
I've never even seen a 360, but you just paid me with 2 in a row. This is incredible. Let me show you to your parkour skyscraper.
If there's one thing I know about life in parkour civilization, it's that a 360 can solve everything.
All right, here's your new house.
I have to be the first person in history to have bought a house on the noob level, the pro level, and the master level. I cannot wait to check this out. Wait, how do I even get up here?
Oh, yeah, usually when people buy this house, they water bucket from all the way up there to get inside.
I have to jump from all the way up there just to get up 1 block?
No, since you paid me a lot, I'll help you out.
The guy told me I could use this block instead of water bucketing, but he said as a parkour master, if you're caught using this, everyone will make fun of you. That means I'm gonna have to get a water bucket before I become a social outcast up here. Alright, time to check out the biggest house I've ever bought in parkour civilization. The downside about being a parkour master is every jump in my life is now so much harder. The houses up here
shit.
had so many more spaces to fall through. I even had to
shit.
jump if I wanted to go on the couch. But that's what it means to be a master in parkour civilization. Parkour masters are never supposed to fall, no matter how hard the jump is. So, I guess I have to do all these glass jumps every time I want to get to the top floor of my house. When I climbed up the ladder, I was in my very own garden. I didn't even know nature like this still existed in parkour civilization, but now I have it in my house. This entire level of civilization was still so crazy to me. I couldn't even believe half of the things I was seeing. Never in my life would I have thought I would have to swim up a waterfall to get to the top floor of my house. I was so amazed by everything around me that I didn't even pay attention to the fact that I was at 2 hearts. If I missed one of these jumps and took fall damage, it might be the end of me. But I'm a master now, so I never miss jump. No! I missed 1 parkour jump and I took 1 heart of damage, leaving me with 1 heart left. I was so focused on buying a house that I didn't even realize I had no food or no regeneration. I was still suffering the consequences from the ambush at the parkour temple. Now that I had time to process
The
the
flashbacks
situation,
are
there was
crazy.
no way that person acted alone. Someone didn't want me to rank up, and whoever that is still out there. I didn't know. Maybe it was another parkour master, or maybe it was someone else. All I knew is that I was gonna have to figure out something quick if I wanted to survive. If I missed 1 more jump, my
I'm really
entire journey
invested.
would be for nothing. So if I was gonna have any chance at surviving, I was gonna need to find a place to get food. I went down the parkour highway until I saw a massive building in the distance. I was just hoping that this was a place to get food because I had 4 hunger bars left and I don't even want to think about what might happen if I lose the ability to sprint. I walked into the building and so far I didn't see anything that resembled food. All I saw were dispensers and hoppers on the wall. All of the dispensers had different types of parkour items listed above them. Maybe this was a place I could go and get more blocks blocks to build more jumps. Or maybe not. Why don't these machines even work? I'm not getting anything.
Hey, buddy, you're not seriously trying to rob the parkour bank, are you?
The parkour bank? I already knew parkour was how people paid each other in Parkour Civilization, but this was different. Someone walked up with a piece of paper and put it into the dispenser. In exchange, they got wood blocks for it. I realized the paper the guy put into the dispenser was something I was already familiar with. It must have been a daily task paper, which means not even being a parkour master can get me out of work. On the other side of the bank, I saw a staircase that was definitely too hard to do with one heart left.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich, though.
How does every parkour master know that this is my first day here? Alright, well I found the bank, but that didn't help me at all.
Broke
The
bitch.
situation was getting worse as I kept going on. I was now down to 3.5 hunger bars. If I didn't get food within a few minutes, I would lose my sprint, and every 3-block jump that I've been doing would be impossible.
Oh, right.
Okay, I
you
really
lose
hope
your
this place
sprint
sells
if you're
food.
like too
Yeah,
low
this is
hunger.
the place for food. You just gotta build your jump.
Oh, this is it. I'm done for. I have no blocks left. I have no way of paying for anything in Parkour Civilization. I'm gonna be the first parkour master in history to starve. How embarrassing is that? Wait a minute. Unless parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros. Could I bribe a parkour master for food? Would that work? I mean, maybe it could. What the? Where did that person just come from? Oh my god, she probably fell from all the way up there. Well, oh well, free blocks for me. Let's go, I'm saved. In my entire time in Parkour Civilization, I've never even seen ice jumps. But now wasn't the time to be scared of jumps. I needed the food. Alright, what does 2 3-block ice jumps get me?
Dude, you seriously paid that much?
Wait, what do you mean paid that much? Did I pay a lot? Ice jumps were apparently worth a lot in Parkour Civilization because I got 64 golden carrots.
Please come back, bro. Anytime.
Let's go. I'm not going to be the first parkour master in history to starve. Now I actually have a chance to start living life as a parkour master. I don't even know what to do now. Do I go to work? Or do I get a water bucket? Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting a water bucket. I took the parkour highway until I found a different building. Hopefully, this will be the
parkour
place
highway
where I
is
could get a
crazy.
water bucket. Because it didn't really seem like I was a parkour master until I got one. I walked into the building and I saw a giant glass staircase with a small platform on top. And on the floor, it looked like there was some sort of target.
You're here for a water bucket?
Oh, yeah. Is this the place I get one?
You don't just get one, you pay for one with your life. Climb up to the top of the staircase and grab a water bucket. If you make it, you keep it.
Of course, I have to risk my life yet again. Getting a water
Damn.
bucket was the only thing different in Parkour Civilization. Usually, you pay for everything with parkour, but not this time. It didn't matter though. The fear of death never stopped me before.
Yes, sir, somehow he ranked up. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Maybe he dies from the water bucket, but if he doesn't, we'll be there to stop him.
I somehow made it to the top of the
It's
glass
rigged against
staircase.
him.
I can confidently say that stairs are the
The
worst
lore,
thing
the
about being a
lore.
parkour master. But right now, stairs were the least of my worries. I opened the chest to see a bunch of water buckets.
take
The
all of
only
them.
way I'm gonna be able to keep one of these is if I go for the water bucket jump and make it successfully. If I make it, I'll have the ability to unlock an entirely new level
no,
of
it's a
parkour.
different guy. The other
And
guy
if I
died.
don't,
It's
well,
just all
my
of the-
entire journey's been for nothing.
all of,
But
like, the
that's the
evil
way
people
life is in
sound like that,
Parkour
like that.
Civilization. You jump to survive, and I happen to be pretty good at it. Why did I do this to myself? I should have never ranked up. Life as a parkour noob was so much easier. I gotta say, life as a parkour master is awesome. I mean, this is what it's like being at the top of Parkour Civilization.
No way. Did I seriously just catch another master doing a 1-block jump to get to his house?
No, I don't even know how this got here. Okay, now I have to start going to my house the real way, and that means
LOL.
taking a trip on the
LOL.
parkour staircase. Here in Parkour Civilization, masters should never be seen doing 1-block jumps. If you're caught, you will basically become a laughingstock in Parkour City. I tried keeping the 1-block jump to my house for as long as possible because I was avoiding getting to my house
did
the
carrots
real
go?
way. And that's because the real way to my house sucks. If I miss even one of these water bucket jumps, it would be game over for me. But everyone up here knows that the best parkour masters never take fall damage. And I was gonna be one of the best. Please don't let me die. Oh, thank you. All that just to get to my house. But this is the price I paid to become a parkour master. I defied
Hi,
death
Kevin.
too many times to count to rank up. And now,
That's
as a master in
crazy. I don't know.
Parkour Civilization, the only way to survive is by doing the hardest possible jumps. These
The
were
fuck
jumps
is
I could
this?
only dream of when I was a parkour noob.
Let
Now
me
that I earned
introduce
my
you to
water bucket,
Minecraft,
I have
but
the
I survive
ability
in a
to become
Parkour
the greatest
Civilization full
master
movie.
in Parkour Civilization. My first days on this level were confusing, but now I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. As a parkour pro, I was required to do a daily task every single day. But now as a master, I can choose to do a task whenever I want. Instead of being paid in in practice time, the masters get paid with blocks. As a master, if you want to pay for things, you have to build your own jumps. That means the more blocks you have, the more powerful you are as a master. And right now, I
Damn.
can't make many parkour jumps, so that's why I gotta work. Parkour delivery here.
Come in.
All right, let's hope I can do this job well. Hey there, you wanted some parkour built, right?
Yeah, that's right. I ordered my new chain couch. You can put it right over there.
I can't say I've heard of a chain couch before, but I guess there's a first time for everything. All right, I think I built this right. Is this what you wanted?
Oh yeah, this is a real couch. Maybe if you're as rich as me one day, you can afford one of these.
Sure. Well, I hope you enjoy your new— Oh, shoot, no! Bro, am I seriously not gonna get a tip? Dude, that guy said he was rich too. I could have gotten some ice blocks or something. The truth about being a parkour master is that people don't always get along. Not only do you have to survive every single jump, but you have to be ready to defend yourself with parkour.
Whoa, buddy. What do you think you're doing? Everyone knows I'm the guy who sells houses. Go and take a different job.
Wait, what do you mean? My job today is to sell houses. You can't just skip one day? Come on, man. I need the money.
That's
Oh,
it.
shit.
Parkour battle. You and me right now.
And by defend yourself, I mean being prepared for a random parkour battle at any point. For my first move, I attacked with a 3-block diagonal jump into a 3-block vertical diagonal jump. I thought it was a strong attack, but the parkour master clearly had no problem with it. Now it was his turn to attack, and I was
Oh,
in
hi, Reaper.
serious trouble. The parkour master built
It's
a
parkour
3-block chain
civilization.
jump.
Let's see you try to defend against this attack, buddy.
Wait, I don't even have chains to build with. I can't do this jump.
Then you have officially lost the parkour battle, and the selling house job is mine again.
And there it was. That was my first time losing a parkour battle. But that's just a part of the learning process for
Wait,
being
you
a
lose
parkour
for being
master. But
poor?
even though
That's
I've
so
learned
lit.
so much, there's
That's so
one thing
lit.
that I've yet to figure out, and that's how to get to the top of the parkour temple. If I make it up there, I could potentially be the parkour champion, but I didn't see a way up. Back when I was a parkour pro, I could see the path on the side of the wall to rank up, but now there's nothing here.
That's because you can't see it. It's said that only the parkour champion knows the way up.
Standing behind me was the master that I beat in my first parkour battle. He was the one who gave me the Totem of Undying and helped me find the way past the impossible jump. Without his help, I would have never become a parkour master, and I wouldn't even be alive right now.
I knew giving you that Totem of Undying was a good choice. Now that you ranked up, you have the chance to save all of parkour civilization by
Save?
becoming the champion.
Save parkour civilization? Wait, what are you talking about? Why do I need to be the one to become the parkour champion?
You don't understand. We are at war. We thought all hope was lost before you ranked up. You don't understand. People aren't supposed to rank up, but you did it anyways. You need to come with me now.
What is going on? There's a parkour war and somehow I'm supposed to be the champion? Oh, what am I getting myself into? I should have never ranked up. I was happy in my mansion. The master brought me into the parkour temple and I followed him until he showed me a secret room. When I walked inside, I saw a small scale version of a map of the entire parkour civilization. The master said he had a mission for me. He told me to travel as far north as I could and find the highest parkour highway there is. He told me there's a building there that's extremely difficult to get into, but if I could get into it, I could get the truth about parkour civilization. He told me to go at night, and if I succeed, I might be able to save everyone. It was time. I woke up in the middle of the night. This was a stealth mission. If everything went according to plan, I would get in and get out and no one would see me. And obviously, that's assuming the parkour master isn't leading me into a trap, but for whatever it's worth, I trust him. If he was trying to stop me from ranking up, he wouldn't have given me the Totem of Undying. That means I can only assume if he wanted me dead, I would have been dead already. But at this point, I wasn't doing it for the parkour master. I was doing it for me. If there was any chance I could figure out the truth about parkour civilization, I was gonna take it. All I know is someone tried to stop me from ranking up, and this place might give me answers. I traveled north like the master told me to, and all the way at the top, I saw the parkour highway I needed to get to. There was no turning back now. Going up this might be a one-way trip.
Will he
But if
save
what I was
everyone?
doing actually could save parkour civilization,
wasn't
then
some
someone's
regular
got to be the
brain
one to
cells?
do it.
No,
So
no,
why not
no.
me? Now that I was at the top of the staircase, getting to the parkour highway was a different story. I didn't even know if this jump was possible. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. I backed up to get momentum and I jumped. No, no, no! I thought it was too short, but I made it. Okay, that was way too close. That better
Yeah,
be the
not
last
even
time I
close,
do
bro.
something like that. Given that this place I was trying to find wasn't supposed to be found, that probably wouldn't be the case. I kept going on the
This is so
parkour highway
banger.
until I saw a
This is so
building.
banger.
This one looked different than
This is
all
actually
the
so
other
banger.
buildings in
I love
Parkour
this
City,
lore.
and I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be easy to get to. But that's why the master sent me, the guy who's never failed a jump before. Yeah, let's pretend that's true. The entrance to the building looked like it was guarded by a difficult parkour course. As long as there were no people around, I was just fine with doing parkour. But if people were to show up and challenge me to a parkour battle, well, it's been a good run. This next jump was a 4-block jump. I don't think I've ever done a 4-block jump straight up before, but the master said that this mission would be difficult, and if there's someone to do it, it was gonna be me. I got momentum, and I made the 4-block jump.
Damn.
4-block jump down, and now, oh my god, what is this? I stood
ice
on a path
jump?
of ice blocks, and at the end, there was a jump way too far to even comprehend. This could have been a 6-block jump. I couldn't believe it. I tried looking around for barrier blocks. Maybe there was a secret path to this as well, but I found nothing. Somehow, I was gonna have to make this jump. And I think I had an idea of how I might be able to do it. Okay, well, I get one chance at this. Oh man, if only I was rich enough to buy ice blocks to practice. Oh, I do
Wait, that was so
not want to
easy.
do that again. There must be a
That was
parkour
so
god
fine.
looking out for me. Okay, back to the secret mission. Now, I was just hoping I didn't walk into an ambush. I walked inside and I saw a giant hole in the floor with some parkour jumps up top. I was thankful that I didn't see anyone waiting for me. And what I wasn't thankful for was this glass pane staircase. Oh man, why do they have to make staircases so complicated in parkour civilization? This was supposed to be a stealth mission, but the staircase is making it really hard for that to be possible. After too long,
How
I
many
made it
times
up
did
the
he need to do
staircase
that
into
to
the top
succeed? Just
floor. I
once,
looked around but
obviously.
didn't see anyone. All I saw was some weird pedestal in the middle and some giant screen. What is this thing?
Read,
This
bitch,
looks
there's
so...
a book.
What the... Look, I told you it was possible.
No way. That was actually incredible. All right, well, I got my money's worth.
Let's go, I got paid for parkour.
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Whoa, what just happened? How did I see that vision? That's my memory, isn't it? That's Siwa. I've lived that before. What is going on? I walked over to the screen and opened the book on the desk. It said, enter user. Well, I was here for information, wasn't I? Might as well see what this does. I put my name into the book and put it back on the desk, and text appeared on the screen.
Rank
Noob. Wait,
noob.
how? I'm a master, though. But before I could think any further, someone appeared right behind me.
ninja,
Before they saw me,
Akatsuki.
I ran and hid behind the bush. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good.
Oh man, going into work late today, I guess. Or early, maybe. I don't know.
So far, the person didn't see me, but that's when someone else came into the room. It was Siwa. I know him, don't I? He's from my memory. I saw him walk up to the desk and start putting something in the book. And the player that was on the pedestal started moving. I watched as this player with no boots walked up to a parkour jump and failed the 1-block jump.
And we got another noob. Good. We needed more of those.
What is going on here?
You can come out from behind that bush, you know.
Oh no, this is not good. Okay, time to improvise.
I mean, bro, the bush is see-through. You really thought that was gonna work?
Okay, can you just tell me what's going on? Why did I see you when I stepped on that pedestal? We know each other. That's our memory.
Nope. That's just what every new person sees. It's a fake memory to make you think that parkour is how you succeed in life. I mean, why else would people parkour if it wasn't for money or social status?
So it was all just a lie? I don't get it. What is this for? These 3 jumps. That new player just fell through on the first one. What happened to him? Siwa explained that these 3 jumps decide whether a new player becomes a noob, a pro, or a master. These 3 jumps right when you join parkour civilization decide your entire fate? How is that fair?
It's not about fair, it's about order. If you can't parkour, you deserve to be at the bottom.
I mean, bro
This is so
lost
messed
a
up. This is so
1-block
messed
jump.
up. How is this happening? I can't let this keep going on. I have to find a way to stop this. Okay, if I can attack him with a parkour jump, he has no choice but to battle me. I have to do an attack that he'll never be able to do. It's time to go for the 720.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I looked over and see what already had an attack built. It was with candles.
Yup, candle jump. One attack from this and it does 10 hearts, and that's good night for you.
I was finished. I couldn't attack. I couldn't do anything. I was defenseless. So what happens now?
Despite my best efforts to get rid of you, I couldn't do it, so someone else will.
Siwa placed down a parkour jump made out of brewing stands. I've never even heard of parkour with brewing stands before.
Interesting thing about brewing stand jumps, they aren't just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want.
This was it. I had no brewing stands to defend myself. I took the hit and slowly started fading away.
Have fun with the champion in the arena.
No pressure at all, just 1 minute before I fight the parkour champion. Alright, I'm gonna take 32 blocks. I really just hope there's a chance that the greatest player in parkour civilization doesn't know how to do a 360. I was now getting ready to fight the parkour champion in the arena. The worst part is that I was only allowed to bring in 64 blocks to fight with. I had no clue what the parkour champion was gonna attack me with, so I decided to take
This
some
kinda
of
developed
every
really
block.
fast.
This was life or death. If by some miracle I could defend the parkour champion's attacks, I would have to use these blocks to build the hardest parkour jumps I've ever done. I wanted to believe that I could win, but deep down I knew that this could very well be the end of my journey.
Before you step into the arena, drop all of your blocks. I need to count if you're bringing 64.
These are the blocks I'm bringing. It should add up to 64.
You're good. You may now fight the parkour champion.
This was it. One
this
way or
escalated
another,
really
this would be
fast.
my final battle in parkour civilization. The door opened and I stepped in to the parkour arena. It was time to fight. If I
parkour
somehow beat the
arena.
parkour champion, maybe I have a way to save everyone in parkour civilization. But if I lose, which let's be honest here, is very much possible, well, let's just say I should have died a long time ago. I thought the parkour civilization I was living in was fair and a place where everyone could parkour to rank up in society. But I was wrong. I discovered the truth, that your entire fate is decided by 3 jumps. And there are people at the top of parkour civilization that will stop at nothing to keep this order. Unfortunately, I couldn't discover the truth without paying the price. And now there's nothing I can do.
Have fun with the champion in the arena.
And now it's time to fight the champion. Wait, what? You're not the champion? Who are you? You're a pro. What are you doing here? I thought I was fighting the champion.
Oh, yeah, you have to fight me first. Please just go easy on me, though. It's my first time here.
Oh,
Okay, I
man.
guess I'm not fighting the champion first. I have to fight a
gonna
parkour
use his
pro?
blocks
This
up
is really weird.
by
I've never
fighting the
even
pro.
fought a pro. What jumps can they even do? I forgot. For my first attack, I attacked with a 3-block vertical jump. I didn't want to do anything too crazy on my first attack because if I missed and let him get the chance to attack, I run the risk of taking damage. But fortunately, it seemed like this fight was going to be easier than
He
I thought
sucks.
until something happened. The blocks that I used for my attack all disappeared. In the parkour
knew
arena,
it.
if you place blocks, you will never get them back. And now I realized why I was fighting a parkour pro. It was genius, actually. If I wasted all of my blocks before getting to the champion, I would have no fighting chance. Hey, quick question. The people who put you here, what did they say you were here for?
Oh, yeah, they said I would be warming up the crowd, you know, for like the fight.
Warming up the crowd. You know there's literally no one watching, right?
Yeah, I know. Please just get this over with.
Oh god, I'm a terrible person. Man, this is the weirdest parkour battle ever. For my second attack, I built a 4-block jump. And of course, it was successful once again. But at this point, I wasn't worried about winning. I was worried about the blocks I was losing for every attack. There was no way I could afford to use more than 2 blocks for an attack. At least not in this fight. For the final attack, I did a backwards jump.
Did you just go backwards?
This is not gonna be pretty. Oh, shoot! Oh, that was not how I thought it was gonna turn out. It was a little unfortunate that I essentially wasted 2 blocks on that jump since he didn't even try it, but at least I survived the first parkour battle without taking any damage. So now what happens? Do I fight the champion? I stood there on the platform not knowing what to do until I saw someone jumping
Thank you
towards
so
me.
much for
Alright, this is
resubbing
it.
for
This is
7
the
months.
battle
I
for life or
appreciate it.
death. Let's get this over with. So,
Welcome back,
you
my
must
little
be the
minion.
champion, right?
Me? The champion? You're joking, right? Look at my boots. I'm a master. Do these look diamond to you?
Okay, well, I don't know. I thought I was fighting the champion, so when does that happen?
You still have 2 more people to go through if you want to see the champion, but you're not making it past me. Let's go. Start the battle.
This is not good. I have to win 2 more parkour battles if I want to even see the champion. It was clear that the odds were stacked against me, but that wasn't going to stop me from trying. Now, I was fighting against a master. This means I couldn't hold back with my attacks. I was going to have to attack with harder jumps. I decided this was a good time to use one of my stairs. For my first attack, I did a 4-block diagonal stair jump, but I was in trouble. Even for myself, I knew the attack was too easy.
That's what you're attacking me with?
I was getting ready for the master to easily defend my attack, but by some miracle, he failed it.
What?
The master didn't know, but I realized he built the jump wrong. He tried doing a harder jump than my attack. I got lucky with that first attack, but that wasn't gonna happen again. I needed to do harder jumps. I used
They
2
pla-
more of my
placed the
stairs to
stairs the
build
wrong
another
way.
4-block diagonal jump. If I make this, I would only need 1 more attack to win the battle. But I missed. I came so close, but I didn't land on the stair.
Wasted
missed.
another 2 stairs, I see. Even if you do beat me, you'll have no blocks to fight the champion with.
The master was right. I was running out of blocks quickly. I only had 1 stair left, and I wasn't even done with my second battle. I watched as the master built his first attack. I was gonna have to defend myself against a 4-block ice jump.
Go on, use some of your ice blocks. I'm sure you don't have that many of them.
He was right. I only had 4 ice blocks with me. Even the best case scenario where I defend this attack, I'll only have 2 ice blocks left. I went for the jump, and I almost slid off, but I stayed on. Oh, that was too close. Okay. It was now my turn to attack, but this battle was taking too long. I knew what the master was doing. He was trying to make me waste all of my blocks, but there was no way I could let that happen, which means I could only do one thing. I needed to build an attack that would end this battle right now, and I knew just the way to do it. In a parkour battle, the harder the attack is, the more damage it does, and I was about to attack with one of the hardest parkour combos I've ever done. All right, 4-block jump into a 2-block. Let's do this. I attacked with a 4-block jump into a 360, and I made it. Oh, let's go. I actually made it. That was the craziest parkour combo I've ever done. All right, buddy, your turn. 4-block jump into a 2-block 360.
This is impossible.
I watched as the parkour master attempted the combo and failed, and the damage was enough to win the parkour battle. It worked. That parkour combo that I did may have just saved my life, at least for now. If that master was telling the truth, I still have to win one more battle if I want to fight the champion. There was nothing else I could do. I tried looking around for a way to escape, but there was nowhere I could go. The only way out of this arena is to continue fighting. From across the arena, the path opened up and my third opponent jumped towards me.
F-Bo, you've come so far, but this is as far as you go. I'm afraid you won't make it past me to fight the champion.
Wait, did you
Let's
really?
begin.
Okay, let's do this. It's just another master. I just beat one before, and I can do it again. If I could finish this battle with a couple parkour combos, I might have enough blocks to fight the champion. For my first attack, I decided to build 2 4-block jumps. I thought this combo would be hard, but I had no clue who I was facing. The master made the jumps easily, and my attack was unsuccessful. Now, I was in huge trouble. Unlike all the other people I faced in parkour battles, this master was not afraid to attack with his own parkour combos. And unfortunately for me, his was much harder than mine.
Damn.
The second jump in the combo was a jump that I didn't think would be possible. It was too far, but I had to try. My life depended on this. I went to defend the attack, but I overjumped it. The attack dealt 5 hearts of damage. Oh, this is not good. This is really not good. I managed to gain back 2 hearts, but my hunger was lost. This was it. No more second chances. No more regenerating health. I had to make these jumps. The parkour master attacked with an even harder combo, this time using 2 chains and an ice block. But by some miracle, I made it. Oh
Okay,
man, how did
slay,
I just do that? This
slay.
master was too good. No matter what jump I thought of, I knew he could make it. That's why I was gonna have to do something
Use your
that's
special
never been
ability,
done in the
360.
history of parkour battles. And I was gonna have to do this first try. Finish it off with the 3-block candle jump, and we are done. Let's go. I'm probably gonna die. Let's do this. Flower
You
pot jump to
so
chain, chain
many.
to backwards jump to 360 fence jump, diagonal chain jump to the candle. I did it. I just made the hardest
What
part.
was that? Wait, that was crazy. Holy shit. Whoa, wait, I need to watch that again. That was epic. Hey, what's up, Gucci? I'm finishing it.
Attacked with
I'm
an
finishing
even
this
harder
movie.
combo, this time using 2 chains and an ice block. But by some miracle, I made it. Oh man, how did
Wait,
I
I need
just
to
do
watch
that?
that
This
sequence
master was
again.
too
That
good.
was
No matter
banger.
what jump I thought of, I knew he could make it. That's why I was gonna have to do something that's never been done in the history of parkour battles. And I was gonna have to do this
No,
first
this
try.
is actually
Finish it
really-
off
I'm
with the
really
3-block
invested.
candle jump, and
I
we
just
are
got put on
done.
this,
Let's go.
yesterday.
I'm probably gonna die. Let's do this. Flower pot jump to chain, chain to backwards jump to 360 fence jump, diagonal chain jump to the candle. I did it. I just made the hardest parkour combo in the world.
F-Bo, the champion tasked me with making sure you don't rank up, but I now realize that's not possible. Your parkour is beyond me. You have my respects. Good luck against the champion.
Bro,
Before I
it's
could
just
say anything, the
seppuku?
master gave up and just jumped off. I won the 3rd battle, which means now I only have to battle the champion. And the champion is the one that tried to stop me from ranking up this entire time?
All of this parkour just to die by the champion.
This was it. Standing in front of me was the champion of parkour civilization.
You put up a good fight, I'll give you that. But this ends here.
I watched as the parkour champion built his first attack, and it was a 5-block jump.
If you beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion. And you could be the one that makes the rules. But this is my parkour civilization, and I never lose.
The parkour champion made the 5-block
I
jump.
didn't even know that
it's
was
not
possible.
possible. It's just not. I can't do it. This was it. This was the end. There was no second chance, no backup I could call for, nothing to get me out of this. I lost, and I won't be the one to save parkour civilization. I opened my eyes and I was in a place that I knew all too well. I was down at the bottom. I was in the parkour temple at the noob level of parkour civilization. I opened my inventory and I had leather boots on. After the battle with the champion, I am now a noob again. I let
Bro didn't
everyone
even
down.
try.
I was supposed to be the one to save parkour civilization.
Wait, hold up.
And I couldn't do it. And now the champion gets what he wants. No one can ever rank up ever again. No one's free. People risked their lives because they trusted me to help them, and I failed. And it was all for nothing. Now I'm just at the bottom again. I don't
I'm
even
pretty
have
sick, yeah.
sprint.
But
I
I'm
can't
okay.
even do more than a 2-block jump. It's over, right? The old man gave me the last ticket to rank up. And even if I did, what's the point? The only way I could save people is by becoming the champion. And he's impossible to beat. Well, it's out of my hands now. There's nothing to do. I mean, maybe I just go back to parkour prison. At least there I could get fed some better food. Rather have fish than raw chicken.
Down at the bottom again, are we?
What?
Maybe I was wrong about you.
You were wrong about me. Wait, who are you?
Something tells me you already know the answer.
The strange man turned around and he was wearing netherite boots? Oh, I do not want to do that again. There must be a parkour god looking out for me. You're the parkour god? But you were
Parkour
just
god?
a myth. Is this all of your doing?
The parkour civilization I created was never intended to divide people, but the new champion had different plans.
And you wanted me to stop the champion, and I couldn't. I'm sorry you put your trust in me. I thought I was good enough. I thought I could do it.
You seem like all hope is lost.
I mean, I can't do anything. I'm back at the noob level. I can't get a ticket anymore. I can't even sprint. What good is a 1-block jump gonna do against the parkour champion?
As long as you can parkour, there is always a way.
The parkour god dropped a pair of boots on the ground
Fulfill
and
your
jumped away.
fates, my
What
chosen
is
one.
going on? I jumped over and grabbed the boots that the parkour god left. These were no ordinary boots. These were diamond. Only the parkour champion wears these. And now I have them. I threw away my leather boots and I put on the champion boots. Immediately, my hunger bar returned to full and I could see above into the upper layers. Oh my god, this is crazy. What is going on? What is going on? I don't know where the parkour
Being
god got these
stinky?
boots from or why he would trust me with them, but it didn't matter.
diamond
This
boots
was my
give you
second
move
chance.
speed,
I don't know
I
how
think.
I'm gonna get back up to the top, but I'm gonna find a way. Everyone's life depends on this, and that's why I'm gonna be the one to save
Cinematic
parkour
angles is
civilization.
crazy.
Parkour civilization was in danger. I thought people could parkour their way up to a better life, but I realized it was all just a lie. The truth is that the parkour champion controls everyone and everything. I thought I could be the one to put an end to it and save everyone, but I
Outfit's so
failed.
tacky. What's the
Luckily for
point?
me, second chances come around quite often, and I still have one more shot at saving parkour civilization. The only way I can put an end to all this is if I beat the parkour champion, and that means I have to get back up to the arena somehow. And that was gonna be harder than I thought. I had diamond boots on, meaning the barriers to the parkour temple shouldn't be here, but they were, and I had no way up. That means somehow I was gonna have to get a ticket. Oh, this is not good. I can't even earn a ticket myself, meaning the only way I'm gonna get one is if some other noob has one. But even if I got lucky and a noob hasn't used their ticket already, I couldn't find anyone. I was beginning to think that there were no noobs left and they were all in prison until I finally found one still standing. I asked the noob if there was any chance he had a ticket or even knew someone with a ticket so I could get into the temple. But he said that pros don't come down here anymore and do ticket challenges. It's now impossible for parkour noobs to rank up at all. This has to be the champion's doing. If pros don't come down here at all, the noobs have no way of getting food. That means if I don't get up in time and beat the champion, everyone down here will die. There has to be a way I can get past these barriers. I mean,
they
the
just let the
parkour god
noobs
wouldn't have
starve?
given me champion boots for nothing, right? And that's when I remembered. I had champion boots on now. These boots were meant for the person that rules parkour civilization. And that's when I thought back to what the champion said.
If you beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion. And you could be the one that makes the rules.
If the parkour champion makes the rules, they had to be the one to place the barriers, right? Which means if someone placed them, someone can get rid of them. It was a shot in the dark, but I thought I'd at least try. Oh, this is pointless. This is not gonna work. Wait, what? it broke. I couldn't believe it, but there it was. I was staring at a hole in the barriers. This is insane. I can break barriers now?
Yes, the power
Thank
of a
you,
god.
parkour god. Let's go. I got rid of more of the barriers until there was a space big enough to jump through. All right, let me make sure I'm not hitting my head on any of these. And now it's time to go save everyone. I did it. I was now inside the parkour temple, and I was one step closer to getting back up to the top. Now that I was in the temple, it was time to start actually coming up with a plan. I was gonna have to find a way to somehow get back into the arena and fight the champion. And even if I
Does he have
do
to do it
manage
from
to do that,
scratch?
I still have to worry about beating him, which is a whole nother story. My rough draft of a plan involved grabbing blocks, and I thought I could get some here, but the chests were empty. Those chests were usually filled with blocks for the pros to do their daily tasks, but someone got rid of all of them. My idea of getting blocks was already off to a bad start, but I had a backup plan for where I could go to get more.
Everything is
I
put
made it
against
back up
him.
to the second layer of parkour civilization, but now was no time to celebrate. I still had such a long way to go to get up to the third layer, and time was running out. I made my way over to the place where I could get all the blocks I needed. The parkour training grounds should have thousands of blocks I could use. The last time I was in here, I was training to rank up to become a master, but something was off. The course I built to practice to rank up was still here. This doesn't make sense. Have all of the pros just been practicing this course I built? But that's when my situation just got a whole lot worse. No, come on, they can't be empty. Why are they empty? All of these chests should have been filled with blocks to build parkour jumps, but they were all empty. Okay,
did
this
she
is
have
not
heat?
good. This
I
is
don't
really
know.
not good. Something
the
strange was
barrier
going on,
block
and I needed to
only
find some
gets
answers. I took a
undone
trip
if you
back to
have a
where I
ticket
used to live when I was a parkour pro. If there was
before, but
anyone I could
now
trust
it's,
to
like,
talk
weird.
to, it would be my neighbor. And that was assuming he was still alive. I found the house where my neighbor used to live, and thankfully, parkour civilization hadn't claimed him just yet.
Egbo, you're alive, and you're the parkour champion?
Well, I'm not really the champion. I mean, I guess technically I am. I don't know. It's a long story. I asked my neighbor what was going on, and he said everything has changed. He said that parkour pros aren't allowed to go down to the noob level anymore, and some masters came down and took every block, and they can't even practice anymore. This was it. This was truly the end of parkour civilization. First, it was the noobs in danger. Now the pros
So
are, and soon it might even be the
before,
masters. One by one,
they
the
let you
parkour
even
champion is
practice
taking
because they
away the
wanted people
free
to have
will of
hope so that they
everyone.
could
And if I
keep
don't end this now, there
working.
will be no one left
But
to oppose him.
now
All right, no
that
pressure.
someone
The
like our
fate of the
main
world is in my
character
hands,
exists,
and
they
now I
had
have
to
to
take
speedrun
drastic
one of the
measures.
hardest parkour courses there is. Unlike getting
What
up to
is
the
this?
pro level,
It's
there was no
Minecraft,
easy
but
way
in
up to the master
parkour
level. If you wanted to
civilization.
get back, you had to
Banger
do the
movie.
course. Even though I've made this course before, this was different. Time was running out, meaning I couldn't waste any taking this parkour course slow. And I can't afford to miss a single jump, because if I do, well, then I guess the
He's
parkour
kinda
god trusted the
speedrunning
wrong
these.
person.
Holy
Luckily, I
shit.
made the course, and I was now at the master level. And now I was at one part of my master plan, which, well, has not been going to plan at all. If I don't get these gold boots, okay, thank you. Finally, something goes according to my plan. I didn't know if I would still get master boots if I had champion boots on, but luckily, I got an extra pair. Now that I was on the master level, I had to blend in. Any one of these masters could be working for the champion, and if they saw me with champion boots on, well, that's attention that I definitely do not want right now. At least with the gold boots on,
Smart,
the people
smart.
working for the champion might not recognize me. Now was the next part of my plan. If I have any shot at all of getting back into the arena, I was gonna need the parkour master that saved my life. But when I went into the secret room in the parkour temple, he was nowhere to be found. Of course, I knew it was too good to be true to have two things in my plan go smoothly. Now I gotta improvise. Now I had to figure out where the parkour master lived, and I had no way of knowing which house he had. The only thing I could do is sit and wait for him to show up. But if I stayed down here, I run the risk of the masters on the champion's side finding me. I needed somewhere that would at least buy me a little more time, and the only place I thought of was to wait at the very top of the parkour staircase. At least here, I won't be seen that easily, but if I had to get down fast, I had no water bucket to save me.
Oh, he has
I
no
realized
water
I was
bucket.
standing so close to the barrier between the master and the champion levels, and now I have champion boots, meaning if I put these on, will I be able to see what life is like at the champion level? But before I could put them on, I saw the parkour master I was looking for. Now this is the part I was not looking forward to. The only way I can follow the parkour master is by taking fall damage, and I'm just hoping that the drop to his house isn't too far, and of course it's a 50 block drop. I'm never surviving that. Oh man, I have an idea, and I don't like it. Yep, this is officially the worst idea I've ever had. Okay, no
Bruce
more
invading
thinking,
his
let's
home.
just do this. I got momentum, and I jumped. I thought it was too short, but I made it. Oh, that was so crazy. I know the parkour god does not like me for that one. Even though I barely survived, I found the parkour master without being caught. And now, it was time to carry out my plan to save parkour civilization.
shit.
I told the master everything that happened, and I
Holy
showed him
shit.
that I had champion boots. I told him that if I was gonna beat the champion, I would need his help.
I can't believe you survived and you met the parkour god. We can actually save everyone. Just tell me what I need to do and I'll do it.
I had the master give me some blocks, and I told him to wait here for the next part of my plan. If everything goes right, I should have everything I
think he's
need to
rich.
get back into the arena and defeat the parkour champion. But that's assuming everything goes right, and so far, it hasn't worked out that way. I jumped over to the parkour bank. To get back into the arena, I was gonna need more difficult blocks to build parkour with, and I think I know how to get some.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich though.
Upstairs must be the place where the bank keeps their harder blocks.
Sir, you're not allowed to go up there.
Sorry, man. Got a bank to Okay, never mind. I was expecting to see places where I could buy flower pots and candles, but instead, there was just a massive box with a door.
Sir, this is a private vault for one of our most valuable customers. You have to leave immediately.
A private vault? I guess that might work.
You're not getting into this vault. No amount of money could make me open this door.
No amount of money? Man, this guy clearly has never heard of one of my bribes before.
Just stop. It's not even worth it. What?
What do you say you open the door now? I take it you don't see a backwards 360 too often.
Okay, well I have to let you in now.
Let's go, I still got it.
Please just don't take anything.
Yeah, I'm definitely not listening to that. I started looking around the vault for anything I could use, but most of the chests were empty until I finally stumbled upon a water bucket. Okay, I need blocks, but I guess I'll take this. I don't get it. Whoever owns this vault is supposedly rich, and the only thing I found is a water bucket. And 16 blocks, never mind. I thought this vault was a dead end until it wasn't. In the last barrel, I found 16 brewing stands. Now, my plan could actually work. It was time to go defeat the parkour champion.
Sir, I just wanted to let you know someone got into your vault.
You're the only one who has access to it, so explain to me how that happened.
I mean, I'm sorry, sir, but he bribed me with a backwards 360.
He
I had
bribed
to.
me.
A backwards 360? There's no one that can do a... No. How is this possible?
You know, someone told me something interesting about brewing stand jumps. They're not just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want. That's why I wish you the best of luck in this parkour battle, because if you don't make this jump, you're getting the slowness effect. I watched as Siwat tried to defend my attack, but he failed. Alright, now it's time for some
failed.
answers. I need you to tell me how to beat the parkour champion.
You're crazy if you think I'm telling you that.
Yep, I thought you might say that.
Just
Let's
kill
see,
him.
3 block. Oh, that's plenty. Alright, one more chance to tell me, unless you want to defend another one of my attacks.
I think I can handle a 3 block.
Alright, man, if you think you can make this jump with slowness, be my guest. I'm just gonna let you know now that it's not possible, so in a couple jumps, you'll lose everything.
Okay, wait, don't. I'll tell you.
Oh,
Please,
shit.
I like my life here.
Oh, that was easy.
Ugh, I can't believe I'm telling you this. The champion uses barrier blocks to parkour. He's the only one that has any left.
He built his parkour jumps with barriers. That means I was right. The 5-block jump was impossible. He just used a barrier. Okay, wait, so if he uses barriers for his attacks, how do I defend against that?
Dude,
Cheetah.
if the parkour champion finds out about this, I'm gonna lose everything.
I don't care, just tell me.
Fine. Ugh. There's a secret rule in parkour battles that says if you build a harder jump than an opponent's attack, your opponent will have to do that jump instead.
That's how I beat him. I can just attack with a harder jump. Even if he does use barriers for his attacks, I just have to build better ones. Oh man, this is crazy. Alright, let's do this. You need to send me back to the arena like you did before, and this time I'm only fighting the champion.
Okay, so if you let me attack you, what's stopping me from just getting rid of you once and for all?
Yeah, I thought you might say that. That's why I got one of the best parkour masters I know to watch you at all times. And if he finds out I don't make it into the arena, let's just say you won't see the attack coming before it hits you.
I mean, he
Oh,
just
man,
failed
how
that
do you
jump.
even do
He just
these
failed that
jumps?
jump.
I really hope Ebbo's plan works. There's no way I can make one of these.
He
Just
can't
as I
get out
thought,
the potion.
Siwat had no choice but to listen to me.
can't get-
Now, all that I was hoping for is that I would wake up in the arena. I knew Siwat couldn't be trusted, but I had no choice. This was the only way I could get back into the arena, and luckily, it worked. Now, I could
That's
battle
so
the
funny.
parkour champion, and this time,
His
it was
friend-
gonna be
his
different.
friend is
I got
not
all
that
of the
good.
blocks I needed, and I made my way into the arena. Now, it was time to see if Siwat was gonna uphold his end of the deal, but he did. Standing in front of me was the champion of parkour civilization. All right, let's go save everyone.
I should have known the old man would give his boots to you.
What?
The old man?
Old man?
Doesn't matter. You can try as many times as you want, but your fate remains the same.
The parkour god didn't just give me random champion boots, he gave me the old man's. He was the old parkour champion. Okay, this is a lot to think about right now. I just gotta worry about
Mind
defending
moves are
this
good.
attack.
Mind moves are
Well,
good.
see what got me this far, but now it's time to see if he was really telling the truth. The champion's attack was technically only a 4-block jump with a barrier, so the parkour combo I was about to do should be harder. I countered with a 3-block 360 to a 3-block fence jump.
What?
The parkour champion looked confused, and suddenly his attack disappeared. It worked. It actually worked. The secret rule Siwat told me about was real, and now the champion has no choice but to defend my attack. Except just when I thought I had the upper hand in the battle, the champion pulled out barrier blocks. Instead of building my jump, the champion built some invisible parkour combo. The barriers were invisible, and I had no way of knowing what sort of parkour combo he built. But whatever it was better than my attack, and my attack was now erased. That only left me with one choice, and I would have to build something even harder. I didn't even know what the champion built, so I couldn't hold back on this next attack. I knew I had to risk it all. I pulled out a 180 vertical flower pot jump into a backwards 360 candle jump. And I made it. The parkour champion's attack was erased, and he had no choice but to either try my attack or build a harder one. But the parkour champion wasn't phased, and he countered my attack with the hardest known jumps in parkour civilization. These were Neo jumps, and he did 2 in a row. Jumps where you have to jump around a block in
Wait,
midair.
that's so
I knew I
hard,
couldn't do
no?
these jumps, and this was not the time to try them. But the parkour champion set the bar high, meaning if my next attack isn't harder than his, I lose everything. But if I don't make this jump I'm about to build, my entire journey is over. But that means the same goes for the parkour
What the
champion.
fuck is
Any one of these
this?
attacks will do more than 10 hearts. That means I have to make this. The parkour god trusted me with these boots to save everyone. And for the first time in my life, I actually felt like I was worthy of them. That I was worthy of being the parkour
Did he fail
champion.
that?
What? This shouldn't be
He took fall
happening.
damage.
I thought I had
I'm
bested the
confused.
parkour champion, but I was wrong.
This
Why is the parkour
ends
champion
now.
so
The
hard?
parkour champion built an attack that was directly over the void.
Either you go down or we both go down.
This
Ooh.
was the end. The parkour champion knew he lost the battle, so he built a jump that would take us both down. And there's nothing I can do to defend myself. I knew deep down that this was most likely my last jump in parkour civilization. But this time, I wasn't gonna give up. Parkour god, if you're watching me, please just give me the strength for one last jump. I didn't expect my feet to hit the ground again, but they did. And when I turned around, the parkour champion had fallen. I
Bitch.
won. I actually won. It's over, right? I'm the new parkour champion. I'm supposed to be the one who can make the rules and save everyone. So how do I do that? But as I was standing there,
New
something
jumps are so
started to
hard.
happen. My
Mhm.
items in my inventory were gone, and I got teleported to the parkour temple. When I walked outside, I looked around, and I realized there was nothing above me. And that's when I remember something the parkour master said to me. He told me that the champion is the only one who knows the way up. I turned around and looked at the parkour temple, and where there was nothing before, there was now a way up to get to the top of parkour civilization. That means my journey wasn't done yet. I still had to make it to the top. Luckily,
He's making
I'm
it
now
to
considered
heaven.
the best in parkour civilization, so if there's anyone who can make the jumps, it was me. Only one more set of jumps stood between me and the top. I had always dreamed of this day, when I'd look up and I'd see nothing above me. But I never would have imagined what I'd have to go through to get here. Every jump I made and every jump I failed all led me to this point, to make it to the top of parkour civilization. And now I was here, and there was nothing, just pure emptiness and only the sky. I didn't have any idea of what to do until I saw a structure in the distance. I walked over and I saw blocks I've never seen before in
What the fuck
parkour
is that?
civilization. They were command blocks, and they were placed in front of a throne. I stepped up onto the throne, and I got my pair of champion boots. But this time, they weren't someone else's. They were mine. It only makes sense that doing parkour on command blocks gives me the power to make the rules of parkour civilization. But before I start completely changing the entire rules of society, I needed to do something first. Well, I think it's time I give these back. I have a feeling you'll probably be needing them.
F-Bo, you did it. You saved us.
No, I didn't do anything. It was only possible because of you. And that's why I think you should be the champion. I don't know what to do with parkour civilization, but you were the champion. You know how to fix things. I just don't think I'm ready to be the— Whoa, what are you doing?
You think all of this was for me to become the champion again? I'm old, and you know parkour civilization better than I ever could.
Well, alright, I'm gonna need your help. With every 4-block jump on the command blocks, I can change the rules of parkour civilization. And with the help of the old champion, I'm not just gonna make things go back to the way they were. I'm gonna make things better than they ever were. Parkour was never about making or failing a jump. It was about getting up and trying again. The parkour god told me as
Damn, that's
long as you
deep.
can parkour, there is always a way. And in my parkour civilization, people will always have a chance to try again.
Fucking banger! That was so good! Holy shit! Holy shit, that's so banger. Yo, I gotta watch the second movie soon. There's a second one. There is a second one. It's time for the second one. Wow. Part 2. I'll watch part 2 another time. That was so good. Oh my god. I was so invested. Isn't it? That's like actually so banger. Did you guys like the movie? Even though I only like streamed like the second half of it. It was actually banger. I was really invested. Okay, I gotta I'm gonna go now because I need to lay down. But thank you guys so much for joining me today, even though all I did was watch Minecraft Parkour Civilization. Hopefully by tomorrow I'll feel a bit better. And maybe we play video games or something. And yeah, I'm sure you have. If you going to sleep, have a good night. But if you're staying up, have an amazing rest of your day. Bye guys. Bye bye. I'll try to feel better. Have a good one.